Hi, I'm Mackenzie Sorich, founder of View Ridge Family Law and Estate Planning. Today, I'm going to talk about nominating a guardian for your minor children. That's someone who would take care of your children if you're not available to do so. As a parent, I know that this is a nightmare scenario to think about and the last thing that you want to do, but that is exactly why you need to think about it and make a plan. And I'll share some of the tips and biggest mistakes that I see people make when they do this. So the first biggest mistake that I see is not having a written guardian nomination plan. And many people get overwhelmed by making the choice because there are a number of factors to think about. You need to think about the age of your children, the age of the proposed guardians, geographic location, education, financial resources, and it's hard to prioritize which of those are going to be the most important. But I can assure you that picking at least a few people and writing them down is the best way to get started. You can always change it later. But if you do not have this written, the court will have no idea who you would have picked to care for your own children. So the next biggest mistake that I see is focusing too much on the worry about the financial burden that it might pose to take care of your child on somebody else. And this can be addressed in a number of other ways in your estate plan. I recommend you consider shared parenting values, who's going to provide emotional support and love and care for your child, just like you would if you could do so and be there. These things are usually far more important than the financial aspects of the decision. The next biggest mistake that I see is not having enough backup plans. So your guardianship nomination needs to have a few people listed just in case something happens to your first choice. You also need to think about who can get to my children in an emergency. Having emergency guardians nominated who can get to your children quickly is very important to prevent first responders from putting children into foster care because they don't know who to reach. As a parent and as an attorney for almost the last 2 decades, I know that nominating a guardian for your children is a big decision and not something that you want to think about. No one wants to think about their children being raised without them. But that is exactly why you need this plan. I can see the enormous relief on my clients when they've completed their guardianship nomination. They know that their children are going to be raised by someone that they love if they're not available to be there. So if you're ready to get this guardianship nomination plan done for your children, just give us a call.